Yeah, so let's try to send the patient to the pharmacy now. So if I come here and then I select pharmacist, so we can see the medicines here. So we can select this medicine, this, so those three, and then I add. So after adding them, I can see that the patient is supposed to pay this one, so maybe the patient need 4, so we can see the status updating. And then we have 7, and then we have maybe this is 10, not 0, my bad, so or maybe 45. So the patient is expected to pay that particular amount. Yeah, so I'm going to send this patient to the pharmacy by clicking there. Alright, so that patient have been sent to the pharmacy. So let's try to log in as the pharmacist and see what will happen. So we say pharmacist. So there we are. So we authenticated as the pharmacist, as you can see. Then let's try to go to the dashboard and see what will happen. So to the dashboard. Alright, so from here we can see that we have this patient who have been sent. Let's try to go, we'll be discussing further about this. So let's first of all go to this patient, so by clicking on their view. So from here we can see these are the medicine that we need to give to this particular patient, but this patient needs to go to the receptionist and pay first and then come for the medicine. So for that we are going to sign out, and then I'm going to sign in as the receptionist yet again. And then here I am, so going to the dashboard. There I am to the dashboard. All right, so we have this patient which was sent by the pharmacist 1 minute ago. So again we click on view. All right, and we can see these are the medicine that we need to pay so that this patient can be given medicine at the receptionist level. Not the receptionist but the pharmacist driver. So clicking on pay that, so we can see that bill have been paid, and also we can also be able to pay this one. All right, so and also after all that have been done, the receptionist can be able to see the transactions here that she or he have been doing. So if I go to transaction here, and he can also be able to export, like for today date 30, and then I say export. My bad, so let's include one, like from date 23 to maybe tomorrow. Export that. Yeah, so you can see that we have those particular medicine from there. All right, so let's go back to the pharmacist, and we see if the pharmacist now can be able to see the patient have paid, and the patient can be able to be given those particular medicine which were prescribed by the doctor. So clicking on signing in, there we are. So we go to the pharmacy here, pharmacist, and then we go to the dashboard. So waiting for that to be redirected. So here we are. So from here we are logged in as the pharmacist. If I click on the view there, we can be able to see that this medicine have been paid. So if I want to give this patient this medicine, this particular quantity will be deducted from the total quantity of medicine that we have for each. So if I say give the selected medicine, we can see that the action of this particular medicine have been given to this particular patient. All right, so apart from that, the pharmacist can be able to use this POS here. He can be able to sell to anyone any medicine here, apart from the ones which have been prescribed by the doctor. So by clicking on add there, all right, so we have those 3, and then here we say maybe 10, and then we have we need maybe 52, and then maybe 41. So we can see this patient is expected to pay that. So let's reduce these numbers, those are too big. And then we have there, so it's 856, and then the patient name, we can say it was bought by James. And then select method for this one, it's not integrated with Mpesa on the pharmacist side, but we are testing for the receptionist at the end of the video. So here the reference number, we have something like that, and also we pay. Once we pay, we can be able to see the receipts here, and we can be able to print again, as you can see from there. So basically that's how you can do that. So apart from that, the pharmacist can be able to see the the number of medicine that are remaining. So going to there, yeah, so these are the medicines which they are remaining. All right, so that's everything to do with the pharmacist, and we are going to log in back as the doctor so that we can proceed. So let me go back to the doctor. So if I go to the doctor right there, so my bad, I typed this wrongly. So there we are, waiting for that to be authenticated. So there we are authenticated already. Let's go with the right theme now. All right, so from here I can be able to go to the dashboard, as we can see from here. So going to the dashboard right there, and then I'm going to select the same patient we have been working with, James Williams. There we are. So from here we have done all that. So we need to send this patient to the lab technician right there, so that this patient can be performed this particular test here. Those three, I don't know if those can be performed once, so let's go with two, like those two, and then I say add selected. There they are added, and then we change the quantity, maybe like 5, and then here we say like something like 2, and then we need to give the lab technician some notes. Do all ASAP. Yeah, so there we are, and then we say send to the lab technician, and now we're going to sign out as the admin, not admin actually, but as the doctor, and we are going to sign in as the lab technician, so that we see if we can be able to see those tests which we are supposed to perform for that particular patient. Yeah, so again, if I go to the dashboard here, waiting for that redirect to happen, so there it is. So here I am. So again, the lab technician can be able to see these buttons here, like the number of tests which can be performed in the hospital, and also the patient that that particular hospital is having. Yeah, so basically here we are. As you can see from here, we have this particular patient who have been sent from the doctor to this particular lab technician. So by clicking on view right there, we can see that again these tests are not paid, and also we can see the messages do all ASAP. So for that, again, we need to sign in as the receptionist so that we can pay, and then from there the lab technician can be able to perform the tests. So for that reason, I'm authenticated as the receptionist. Again, I go to the dashboard, right? So redirecting happening there, and then we need to attend to this James Williams. That guy is having my name. Yeah, so from here we can see that we have all these bills, but we need to pay these two, and then we can say we paid with using whichever method here, insurance, and then I say pay. So there I am. So I've paid that, and also we can also be able to print that. So for that reason, let me go back to the lab and see if the lab can now be able to perform the test which have been paid. So for that reason, I write lab. So there I go. Okay, so here I am. So from here I go to the dashboard, and then we try to attend to this particular patient here. Yeah, so we can see it's paid already. Yeah, so from this now we can be able to, after we do the test, we can be able to add the results of this particular test, the x-ray. Yeah, so let me change that to right. So do a sub, so I can describe this. I say something, so let me try to type something here. So once you type all this information, and also maybe attach an image if there was an image, the doctor on the other side will be able to see the outcome of these particular tests. Yeah, so basically that's how the doctor can be able to interact with the lab technician, and also here the lab technician can be able to see the patient which are here. Yeah, so basically that's all the logic that the system has, and now we need to test the Mpesa feature. For that reason, again, remember I had said that I have hosted the system on Vercel.com. So if I go to Vercel, yeah, so again we can see that we have this application here already. Yeah, so I'm going to go to that particular link there, so we are not running it offline anymore. I'm going to cancel there, and I'm going to go to online, as you can see from this particular link here. Yeah, so from here now I'm going to sign out, and I'm going to sign in as the receptionist, so that we can test the Mpesa. Yeah, so from here, let me try to zoom this one so that you can see clearly. Yeah, so I'm signing in. There we are. All right, so waiting for that redirect to happen. Yeah, so the reason you see that drag is because my internet is not that strong, and now I'm live, I'm not offline as before. Yeah, so as you can see from here, I'm authenticated here as the receptionist. So we try to go to the dashboard. So there we go, by clicking dashboard, waiting for that redirect. Yeah, so it's redirecting. All right. Yeah, so basically here I am. So I'm going to select a random patient who we can test with. So let me try to zoom out a little bit. So yeah, so if I select like patient number 6, William Johnson, all right, we can see that we have these bills, and we need to pay these particular bills using M-Pesa. Yeah, so basically for that, let's try to deal with these two. So those will be like two, three, not three but six. So let me pay the one which has one. Again, that is 1 times 1 is 1. Yeah, so as we can see, those two will be two sharings from here. So now I want to pay with M-Pesa. Yeah, so basically what's happened, so as per these instructions here, I don't know if they're visible. Let's try to zoom in. Yeah, so basically what happened is that we are going to enter the Safaricom phone number, and then we're going to click on pay now, and then the patient, the person who is paying, will receive a pop-up from the Safaricom requesting to pay the shillings 2, which is the total of what we have selected here. Yeah, so that is good. And then after payment, enter pin, and the amount will be deducted, and the system will update. Then we can be able to print the receipt once we get the confirmation data, and then we update the system. Yeah, so I'm going to key in my number here. So then I'm going to hit on pay now. So I have my phone here, so you'll see the pop-up. I'll try to put it on the camera. So if I click pay now, so waiting for that, and then I wait for the pop-up. So I'm still waiting. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so I don't know how clear it is. Yeah, so but basically that's the pop-up. I'm going to confirm by entering my pin. So there it is. So I've done it. So you should see the system updating automatically. Yeah, you can see it's already updated. It's saying that the transaction was successful, and then I press OK, and then I have received that M-Pesa transactions. As you can see there, I've paid, and then on top of that I have still another phone here which is linked to that particular till, and then that message can be seen here. Yeah, so as you can see from here, I don't know if it's visible, you can see that that code will be here. So let's try to print this and see. Yeah, so we can see we have this particular code from M-Pesa. So let's try to print this. So trying that. All right. Yeah, so basically you can see that we have this particular receipt, and then we have this M-Pesa code. So this we have paid with M-Pesa, and this is the code which have been sent from Safaricom, and we have just saved it with that particular receipt. Yeah, maybe I can repeat one more time just for clarity. Yeah, so if I go to patient, this time we can choose a different patient. Yeah, from here we can go with Mr. Emma, Madam Emma, sorry. All right, so from here we're going to pay maybe just a single bob there, and then we go with M-Pesa. Yeah, again we put my number, and then I'll put my phone here so that at least you can see the pop-up coming through. I don't know if it's clear. Yeah, so waiting for the pop-up. Yeah, so still not yet. I still see it's loading. All right, still loading, still loading. All right. Yeah, so now here the speed will be determined by the API. Yeah, so we can see I have the pop-up here, and now we have the requests accepted for processing. So again, I'm going to confirm by entering my password. There it is. So the system should update. There it is. You can hear that click. That is good. Again, I've received that particular message here for the phone which I've paid, and then on the other phone which is having that particular line for that particular till number, we will receive again that particular code there. And basically that's how you can be able to pay using M-Pesa for this particular system. So guys, that's the end of the video. I really hope that you have enjoyed watching and maybe you have learned something from the system. Yeah, so in case you want to contact me, I'll share my email in the description, and thank you very much for watching. See you guys.